Hello there guys, Thomas here, and this time we're going to review it. Maybe a little late, but well, I don't have much to talk about this movie. And before we have to talk about this one, let's quickly talk about source material. I'm not very familiar for that. I haven't read the original It book and miniseries, which was the first adaptation of it, and well, I haven't seen it, but I have seen that it doesn't look that good. I mean, it felt more like a comedy than horror, and yeah, I was actually kind of excited to see this new It, because it actually looked really good and it felt like it's going to be the really good horror movie. And when I saw this movie, I was something like, it's actually not that good like everyone is saying. And yeah, it felt like it was, well, decent. It was pretty decent movie. And okay, where do I even begin with this one? This movie actually for me was something like, the first half of this movie felt actually bad. I was something like, really? This is the movie you're going to like? But in the second half, it felt it felt a good horror movie. Maybe not great, but still a good horror movie. When we're coming to the second half, it started to feel like a good horror movie. But yeah, the first half felt like, yeah, it's going to be a bad movie, but it got better. It really got better. Horror movie. And where do I even start about that? Let's quickly talk about the characters. The characters overall were just fine for me. They weren't great. They were fine. The kids' characters, they were good. Bullies were bullies. I didn't like the bullies. I don't like the bullies because I don't like the bullies because they're too cliched. They were, well, the bullies we have seen before, and etc, etc. But their character arc will get better in the second half of the movie. And well, one bully's character arc is getting better in the second half of the movie. And yeah, I thought I could have find this lot better. I could have find this lot better movie if it had if it didn't feel like really cliched horror movies. I mean, it had a lot of the horror cliches. There's two familiar horror cliches which I, well, didn't quite liked, or something like I've seen before. And yeah, it didn't get me that excited about it. But I must admit, it actually gave me a couple of good jump scares on it. And yeah, it's hard to say. A couple of good jump scares. I like those jump scares. They were really good jump scares. And yeah, the second half, I have to admit that it started to feel in the second half. It started to feel a good horror movie, like I said, because, well, it started to deliver us something really good things. It started to deliver us something really interesting thing, and well, how can I say it? A little bit of scary moments. I mean, I really have to appreciate about this one, and for that. And yeah, maybe in the some points it has a CGI which looked kind of fake, or in the some of points it looked fake. Maybe I have to say it, something like that. And but some of the elements actually kind of actually really worked in this one, and the character arc is getting better. These characters are getting better when the movie keeps going and everything. And maybe I have to say the one spoiler thing about in the room, which was the full of the clowns. There were the one clown. There was a really interesting Easter egg, and it was the one of the clowns looked like the Tim Curry's version of the clown, of that Pennywise clown. And now, since we're talking about the Pennywise, I really enjoyed the Pennywise in this movie. In the original, yeah, I enjoyed I may say that, yeah, I haven't seen the miniseries, but what I have seen the clips, I maybe thinking about if I saw the miniseries, I would say that I enjoy Pennywise in that one, but maybe in the wrong ways, because Pennywise was actor was in the miniseries was the Tim Curry, right? And maybe I could have say he was more like a funny than the scary. In this one, it was a lot scarier and creepier than the original one. I really like that. I really like that. And his voice was also really was a lot more memorable than the Tim Curry's Pennywise's voice. I mean, it was something like something like you wanted to make it just this. It was creepy, and into some points maybe kind of silly, but still, this Bill Skarsgård, if I don't remember entirely wrong, he was really good actor for this one. He was definitely a really good actor for this one, and yeah, I must admit, he actually made a lot better Pennywise than the original one. I mean, I got nothing to against Tim Curry. He's a really funny actor. But it felt like he was in the wrong movie in this one. And yeah, I still really enjoyed the Pennywise. I really, definitely, maybe the best part of the movie was the Bill Skarsgård, the Pennywise. It was way better. It was way better and creepier. Maybe I had a one line which I kind of cracked into that one. It felt too well. The line he delivered felt maybe in that point little too silly, so that's why maybe I a little bit crack about it. But overall, I really enjoyed that character. I definitely enjoyed that character, and like I said, at the way it looked, it actually looked really good. It looked really good, and when they are making this sequel, they're actually making the one thing right. There was a one thing what they made right, and it was something like I said, and not spoilers, but this is the time, the kids' time, and maybe the sequel will be something like they're all grown up in this one, and Pennywise will return. It will happen the 27 years later. it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Um, yeah, something like that. But yeah, the score was also maybe, yeah, I kind of liked it. It was something like, yeah, you can listen to this music in this kind of a movie. So overall, well, I really have to say it's not that good, but I was still kind of glad that I saw it. I may not see this movie, maybe. Okay, how can I say it? I may not see this movie ever again, or way long time, or something like. I may watch the sequel out of it when they're making it. They actually are making a sequel out of it. So yeah, this is a movie. Kind of liked it. Not my kind of movie. Let's say something like that. So that was my review of it, and let's hope the next movie will be a lot better than this one. So I got nothing else to say, then see you later.